So let's talk about Dragon Ball Super Episode 8. Goku Kenzanda Beerus-sama kara no Rasuto Chansu, which translates to Goku Steps Up, the last chance from Beerus-sama. And I can tell you right off the hop that this episode is probably going to be quite polarizing amongst the Dragon Ball community. I was watching this episode and I have very mixed opinions on it, and I'm pretty sure the fan base is going to feel the same way. The Vegeta fans may or may not be happy as far as what happened here. Vegeta, I mean, the episode last week ended with the cliffhanger of Vegeta, losing his mind. And in this episode, he went head to head with Beerus, and Beerus pretty much pimp smacked him just like he did Bulma, knocked him out cold. Now, why the hell that pimp smack didn't kill Bulma last week, we'll never know. But Vegeta did go in. He did hit Beerus with a few shots, threw him around into this like mountainous water region. He went at it. He tried his best, but Beerus just knocked him out with one shot. It was expected. I mean, it was in Battle of Gods. This version though felt a little bit worse because when Vegeta got beat, it was almost as if he became a non-factor, and the majority of the episode focused on the scene that you can only see in the extended version of Battle of Gods. It was not in the theatrical cut, which is the scene with Oolong and Beerus having the rock, paper, scissors. Now, obviously, in the Battle of Gods version, it was Yamcha who kind of urged Oolong on to do this. In this version, Beerus himself was the one that did it. He wipes out Vegeta. He pretty much says, I'm going to destroy the Earth, but I'm going to give you another chance. And if you can beat me in rock, paper, scissors, I'll save the Earth. And he picks Oolong to go against him. Even though I like this kind of Dragon Ball comedy, it did feel a little bit pointless here. I mean, to be honest, it almost seems like, again, I've said it before, they were padding the episode out just a bit here. Now, I'm not saying they should have focused entirely on Vegeta. That's not what I'm saying, because the fact that Beerus took Vegeta out quickly, I had no problem with that because of the way that Beerus has been built up. You kind of do need to do that, but the whole line where Roshi says that Vegeta surpassed Goku, that line is gone, and that I think was a big part of Battle of Gods. That line is completely, I did not hear that line at all in this episode. So now it's going to be a debate. Did Vegeta really surpass Goku when he had a rage boost? Big debate now. But the most of the episode, they were building tension for the rock, paper, scissors. And here's the problem, guys. And BLACKENFIST has talked about this with me ad nauseum, and he's right. The problem is that because we've already seen this in Battle of Gods, the extended cut, we know the outcome of it. It is kind of pointless, and it's almost like the series cannot make up their mind whether or not they want us to remember Battle of Gods or whether or not they want us to forget Battle of Gods and just watch this. I don't really know what Toei's goal is here, but I can tell you that it was very, I don't know, it just took too long. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to build up this drama for the rock, paper, scissors, which, again, it makes sense from a Dragon Ball perspective, but they took I think it was like a minute and a half deleted scene and made it into a whole episode almost. I don't really like when they do that. I really don't. And so this was a little bit of a letdown. Now, of course, like the title promised, Goku did make his return in this episode, and they played the Gotenks music when he came back, which I actually kind of liked for a bit. And now, as I think about it, I'm starting to dislike it more and more. I really do wonder. Like, it was just jarring. Like, they just played that music, and it was almost too wacky for Goku's comeback. I really do wonder what would have happened if they had Kikuchi or even Falconer. I mean, I'm not a big Falconer fan as much as other people are, but I think Falconer could have probably come up with a pretty good little jingle there. It just kind of came off. Sumitomo's music for the Gotenks comeback really does not fit for Goku. They could have borrowed tons of different tracks from the Battle of Gods and the Fakatsu no F soundtrack. I didn't think it was that great. And then pretty much Goku says, okay, Beerus-sama, calm down. Because Beerus was about to blow the earth up. He had created this giant purple ball, and Whis had gotten this package of sushi to take with him, which was also in Battle of Gods. So they were pretty much done. And then Goku shows up, and he's like, well, no, let's not do it. Let's get the Dragon Balls and summon Shenlong. And then, of course, Trunks is like, yeah, we've got him, blah, blah. So that was pretty much the episode. A little bit of a disappointment, to be honest with you. I expected it to be somewhat like this, but I really did not want them to spend that much time on the rock paper scissors. I felt it took up too much of this episode. So really, this was not one of my favorites. I would rank it in the lower tier of Dragon Ball Super episodes. I would probably say this is maybe my least favorite. This and probably episode 4. Now, I know episode 5 had the bad animation, so that one's down there too. I can't decide between those, but it was just a big letdown. And the interesting thing, though, is in the next episode preview, we did see a few things. Goku is going to summon the dragon, and it's going to be, it looks like inside of a little bunker, and we're probably going to figure out, just like in the movie, how to unlock the God power. Goku does unlock God Key, red-haired SSJ God, and of course, for those of you who haven't figured this out yet, you're not going to get that until the very end of the episode. It's not going to happen until the very end. But one thing that I did see is that Videl is there. No Tarble, no mysterious, other member of Vegeta's family or Goku's family. No. Videl is there, and Videl is pregnant. So this, once again, throws the timeline question out there because obviously this show does not take place 6 months after Kid Buu. That was a mistranslation from the first Speedy dub. It never says that ever in the show, guys. It says that the wish was made to wipe people's memory of Majin Buu 6 months later, and then it says, and then some time passed. Now, we don't know how much time that is. Was it a year? Was it 6 months? Was it another, 3 months? We don't know. Toei has not specified this. However, one of two things are going to happen here. Either Videl is pregnant, which she is, and Pan is going to be born earlier than in the regular Dragon Ball timeline from the manga and from the anime, or this is indeed 4 years after the death of Kid Buu, which begs the question, why would Mr. Satan wait 4 years to give Goku his million Zeni prize or whatever if... why would they wait that long to give him money? 4 years? That's a long time to pay somebody for saving the world. So the whole timeline's a complete mess, and I'll be honest with you, I'm very let down by that. I really hope that they come out with a guidebook or something to explain that maybe there was a time gap in between Satan and this scene and the birthday party, or maybe it just doesn't make sense because Goku and Vegeta were just training for 4 years. That's a long time. That is a long time for them to have trained and we don't even see it. It just skips to the 4 year gap. Just very weird. Not a good episode this week. I want to hear your thoughts below. I know it's going to be polarizing because some of the Dragon Ball fans are going to love the wackiness, the rock, paper, scissors. I just felt it went on too long. It could have been like a 3-minute segment. It took up the whole episode. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video. I know most of you guys are going to give me a thumbs down because I'm not being too positive. Or if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. I prefer the thumbs up, of course, but it really doesn't matter. I do want to hear your thoughts, though, in the comment section. I want to know, did you like this episode or not? Personally, I wasn't a big fan. Anyways, thanks again, guys, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you down the road.